Hey, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back. So, guys, as part of these lectures, we are going to study APM latest version features. So, Surendra, why are we learning these features? We have already studied enough chunk on APM. What's this and what are we going to study here? So, guys, the point here is so far we have studied APM 1.22 or 1. Some X versions we have studied. Right now, APM started working on the 2.x versions. And whenever you are attending the interviews, majority of the people are asking which version of APM you are using. Are you not comfortable with the features of APM 2.x and all those things? That's the reason we are going to cover a couple of videos on the APM 2.x versions, which gives you more details about the features, how exactly we need to do a practical implementation on those new features that I have added in a 2.x, and which features have been removed in these latest versions. All those things we are going to study for today's session. So here, guys, the first and foremost thing here is, as you all know, that Selenium 4 has launched and they are starting W3C protocol. So whenever the Selenium has started W3C protocol, APM team has started development for these W3 standards, with which the APM 2.x versions are released, which supports the W3 standards itself. And they are removing the methods which are not supporting these W3 standards here from this APM. And moreover, the major change that we can observe out over here is, so far we have seen the desired capabilities in order to interact with the mobile devices, right? You need to pass the desired capabilities, platform name, both for Android and an iOS. Whereas moving on to these 2.x versions, what they have done is they completely removed the desired capabilities. If you want to create an instance to iOS, they are using XUI test options, using which you are passing the various sets of options. If you want to create an instance to Android driver, they are using UI automated 2 options, using which you need to pass the set of options here. Like this, they have made a major changes. We will see the practical implementation also. Moving on to the configuration perspective, guys, the detailed documentation is there in their official website itself. Even I have shared this link for your reference. Do follow this documentation. So the first and foremost thing that I want to kickstart here as part of the today's session is what we need to install and what we need to uninstall from our machine. So here the point is, if you have installed a node recently, then it would be definitely greater than 16 version itself. Check out your node version. If it is less than 14, kindly uninstall it and install the latest version, which is above 18, so that it's going to be compatible with our APM 2.x. That's the first thing. And the second thing what you need to do is, we have already done working on the APM 1.x version. So let's remove it from this particular machine so that it won't be any compatibility issues for us while installing the latest versions. So that's the reason. If you are using a Mac machine, uninstall the APM server GUI from the Mac application folder. If you are using a Windows machine, uninstall the APM server GUI from the Windows machine. So why are we uninstalling means, with this latest version of APM, it's not going to communicate from the server. The server is going to communicate from the terminal itself. So that's the reason that it is not required. And in the Windows, check out where exactly the APM folder contains. Delete a complete APM reference from your machine. If you are working on a Mac, these are the two folders that you need to delete: user local bin APM, user your username .apm. These two files are completely you need to remove from your machine so that it won't create any further issues in your machine. If you are done up to here, you are in a good shape to configure this APM 2.x in our machine. The installation part, let us see as part of the next session, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.